We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
Welcome back!
It's the next morning in Cambodia.
And it is loud and chaotic here.
So last night kind of got away from us. We ended up ordering Indian food for dinner. Ended up being our breakfast, and now we're gonna go to the Grand Palace. And one thing that to note is this is a very cash heavy country. So far we've had to give our damage deposit in cash. We went to the 7-Eleven, couldn't use card to get water.
Yeah, we just needed a couple bottles of water, and they don't take credit card at 7-Elevens here. So make sure you've got cash, either Cambodian rial or USD.
Yeah.
So that was unexpected, but there you have it. Anyways, we're in a tuk-tuk right now that we ordered through Grab, and we're on our way to visit the Royal Palace.
We made it to the Royal Palace. It wasn't very far out of town, so it only took us like 10 minutes. They only open from 8 till 11 in the morning.
And then 2 to 5 in the afternoon.
And I'm guessing that has something to do with like the heat of the day, stuff like that.
No, I don't think so. It is still the official residence of the king, so there are very limited opening hours, and also they close for special occasions and things like that. So definitely something to be aware of though.
Yeah, so with girls, cover up shoulders and legs. I think you just have to cover up your shoulders.
Yeah, and I'm wearing shorts that reach down to my knees, so I should be okay. But yeah, it's one of those, it's just like going to any religious site or temple, so you got to dress respectfully and all of that. So our tuk-tuk drivers dropped us off here, and we're gonna go in and find our way to the ticket booth. All right, so we are in, and it was $10.25 USD admission per person, so the price has gone up because online it said 10 USD. The funny thing is they take USD, but they'll give you change in Cambodian rial. So I'm not really sure why the two currencies here. I'm sure paying in USD you end up paying a little bit more, but we don't have any rial yet. We haven't been to the bank yet since we got here, so we're kind of stuck with that.
Yeah, it's very interesting. This country is 100% dual currency. You can pay for anything in USD or in rial. It's a very strange thing. We have never experienced that before. So as with any place that we've ever been when we go to Asia and like tourist attractions, it's always under construction. There's always a section under construction. They're working on it, or just like not open to the public. This place is no exception. The main palace, unfortunately we can't show you because we can't take pictures, but it is really pretty on the inside. Also, if you wanted, there are guided tours. We don't tend to take those because we like to kind of go at our own pace. Yes, we don't get the history, but also half the time I don't understand what they're saying anyway.
I wanted to go check out that building you can sort of see behind me right now. Unfortunately, can't go anywhere near it. They've got the access ways blocked off with big prohibited area signs. So I guess that's one of the places we're not allowed to go today. The Royal Palace is very beautiful, though there's a lot of areas that we can't go, so we can't even see all of it. The palace isn't that old. Construction on it started in 1865, I believe, by the king at that time, who wanted to make Phnom Penh his capital city. So it's not as old as some of the other temples and grand palaces that we've been to here in Southeast Asia, but it is a beautiful example of Southeast Asian architecture, and it is very, very pretty here. I love these gates that they have everywhere. They're just so intricate. So we're now in the other part of the Royal Palace complex that houses what's known as the Silver Pagoda, which we'll try and show you in a bit. It's surrounded by this walled complex that has an extensive set of murals, as you can see behind me. And just like the Grand Palace in Bangkok, this mural depicts the story of the Indian epic known as the Ramayana. Again, feel free to Google history and what that story is all about, because it's massive and talks about like this war and all this other stuff, and way more information than I know or have time to talk about today. The mural itself, I believe, was painted around 1900, and parts of it have undergone restoration. As you can see behind me, it still looks pretty good. We're gonna go down just a little ways here and show you guys an unrestored section and what that looks like.
So seeing how rough this is, the unrestored section, it gives me a greater appreciation for the wall in the Grand Palace in Thailand, because that one is pristine and clearly they have done a lot to keep it like maintained. So yeah, quite a stark contrast. So kind of just like the Grand Palace, it looks like the mural runs all around the perimeter of the Royal Palace, which is really cool.
So the other side, when we came in, being all closed off and didn't have access to see much of the Royal Palace, honestly didn't seem that worth it. But this half, with the architecture in here and this mural, we love it. It's beautiful in here. It's more peaceful here. It's not actually very busy on this side of the complex. And it almost still feels like we're in Thailand, like based on just the architecture and what the sights we're seeing.
And that mural, I don't know if this was part of Thailand at one point. I don't know the history on Cambodia, so I don't pretend to know, but it just does feel like there's Thai influence in here at some point in time.
Or at least a common ancestry, basically. Yeah, it's but either way, very beautiful here, and now we definitely feel like it's worth the cost of admission.
We found a model of Angkor Wat. Obviously it's not, it's small, but I can see why it was recommended to take 3 days at Angkor Wat now.
Well, and this is just one of the temple complexes, like a model of one of the temple complexes, and Angkor Wat is apparently made up of multiple different complexes. So yeah, we're gonna be spending days there.
Makes us excited for Siem Reap though.
Yep. So whatever this is we're about to see, shoes off and no pictures allowed. So we'll catch you on the other side.
A few moments later.
So what you guys missed in there is a bunch of Buddha artifacts, and the center point of the building is a big, well, not big, like probably a half-meter tall jade Buddha statue sitting on top of a big golden altar. Kind of cool.
I mean, it was kind of like a museum of like
Buddha.
crowns and
yeah, royal crowns and things like that.
Bowls and stuff like that.
So
Not sure where they came from. Not sure if they're depictions or if they're like originals that they're showcasing.
yeah, the one thing in this place at the Royal Palace, there's no signage, no information signage in English. So if you do want any knowledge or history, you will need to pay for a guided tour. Or if you don't care as much and you just want to wander around like we did, that's fine too. Oh boy. So I'm laughing right now because as we're doing this, there's people down, 50 feet away from us doing TikTok dance clips. What a world we live in.
I mean, we're doing YouTube, so. But anyways, I wasn't sold on coming here when we first arrived. The first section, I thought that was all there was. It wasn't like that exciting or like, because you couldn't access a lot of it. But once we moved over to the other side, yes, this place is worth coming to.
Agreed. Overall, beautiful architecture. If you want to hire a guide and get a tour and get some history and knowledge, great. But other than that, it is very, very pretty.
Very peaceful.
Very peaceful here, relatively. It's not that busy here. And I think, yeah, it is worth the $10.25 USD price of admission per adult. Just be warned, it is very hot. It's currently about 20 to 11 in the morning, and it is smoking hot. Bring a hat, bring some water, and
bring sunglasses and cover up as much as you can. But I think that goes without saying for most of Southeast Asia.
Because you'll need to cover up to even get in here, so yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Stay tuned though, we've got a lot more planned for Phnom Penh. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, give us a like, and make sure you subscribe.
And we hope that you'll join us in the next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring. You want to say hi? Oh, you are. Oh, beautiful. Hey there.
Oh, no claws.
Careful. Sometimes they think they like it and then they don't.
Aww. Oh.
Yeah, you're done.
好，这大家周恩来、陈玉都看得到，毛泽东看得到，各国元首